Hey, this is Matt once again. Welcome back to another video, and this is a paid request for Chaz. Thank you so much for that. For those interested in requesting any type of videos, movie reviews, topics, tier lists, rankings, video game playthroughs, whatever the case may be, feel free to send it either directly to my PayPal. I do have a CashApp as well. Links are down below in the info box, and I will get to it as soon as I possibly can. And this is for Ex Machina from 2014. And to be honest, when I got the request, I went, because I know this is a very popular film. It was released by A24. It got a lot of accolades. I think it got nominated for an Oscar for screenplay. And I never understood the praise. I never understood the praise. Because I thought this was a very typical by-the-numbers film that you had seen done multiple times. I didn't really see it doing anything that genuinely different or outside the box or unique. Dozens of episodes of TV shows, of various sci-fi programs, even to an extent 2001: A Space Odyssey, Gattaca, Blade Runner, that dealt with AI, that tackles some of the similar themes, but more of an interesting or entertaining or exciting or enthralling way. Hell, the year before, in 2013, there was a film, was in the UK, it was called The Machine. That was almost the same movie as this, but that film made it more entertaining and made it more interesting with the way his story was, the way the characters were, the pacing of the film, where there's conversations, but then there's other stuff to really get your meat hooks into in terms of a film. And The Machine, again, came out a year before this. I'm not going to say this film ripped that film off. It fucking seems like it. I'm just saying it's funny how The Machine came out 2013, this came out 2014, but this got more than notice when I thought the other film, The Machine, the year before, was a much better fucking movie, in my opinion. Yeah, it's called The Machine from 2013. Yeah, in my opinion, much better for my taste than this one. So the premise of this is a guy named Caleb who is a programmer. He wins a trip to where the CEO lives of the company he works for. The CEO is played by Oscar Isaac, which he's been in The Force Awakens and various other movies. Come to find out that this guy who has this humongous fucking island, miles and miles and miles of land, rich beyond belief, has this place in the middle of it, and you can only get there by like helicopter. But Caleb finds out that Oscar Isaac's character has built this humanoid robot called Ava. If I want to watch a movie with a robot named Eva, I'll watch Wall-E. And then pretty much the rest of the film is a series of conversations between either Caleb and Ava or Caleb and Nathan, who is Oscar Isaac's character. Nathan brought Caleb here because I want you to test Ava. I want you to test her consciousness. Is it a real consciousness, or is she just simulating one? So it'll be Caleb talking to Ava. Sometimes the power goes out. We find out because of her. So they can have, also helps them have private conversations. So Nathan can't hear. And she says Nathan can't be trusted. Then Caleb talks to Nathan, and he talks about stuff a la, hey, you ever heard of Ghostbusters? Who you don't call? Because the guy tries to make a phone call. Or they talk about a Jackson Pollock painting, which, I mean, to be honest with Pollock, I get the idea, but yeah, it is just he just did this. I'm a master. I'm a master. I'm the king of the painting. That's all I saw of his shit. I didn't give a shit about Jackson Pollock. But you know, not going to the end of that. That's not what this is about. But he's overrated, Pollock. I mean, in the eyes of the beholder, and it's a history of him. Yeah, but I'm just. It literally is just fucking splooge, like what any little kid can do with a fucking crayon. That's what it is. You give a kid a crayon and just do this, and okay, is that another Jackson Pollock type of painting or art? You can tell me all the other details, but that's all I see, so whatever. The dialogue is over-explained, completely over-explaining stuff, in case you don't get the fucking point. And it's just Caleb talked with the girl AI, or talked with Oscar Isaac. Talked with her, talked with Oscar Isaac. And there's another person, but she's a robot as well, Kyoko. So Oscar, either Nathan, I don't know, I keep going back to her. Oscar Isaac talking about, yes, she does have a pussy, and she can feel to be fucked. I forget how did he actually word it. You bet she could fuck. There is a hole and there's a pleasure response. I'm guessing from first-hand experience. He would have to. How else would he fucking know? So I guess you fucked her. You fucked the robot. You fucked the toy. You fucked her. I guess sex bot, whatever. We found out Kyoko was a robot, which is not surprising, because why wouldn't she be? I mean, if he could make one person a robot, why wouldn't he have another robot? And pretty much after this talk, it's just going over the same fucking shit over and over again that you have seen in almost every fucking thing involving AI discussions. There wasn't one piece of thought here that I thought was unique to the movie. The real test was, she's pretending to like you, Caleb. That's what Oscar Isaac's telling him. That's the real test. She's pretending to like you. And the fact that she's able to manipulate you, that proves she has real consciousness. Now, granted, why you don't have any fail-safes, just in case shit goes real, for a scientist, he's a fucking idiot. I guess Caleb is a fucking simp, because he, even though he has his doubts, he goes on with doing other stupid shit. And he gets what he deserves, in my opinion. And Caleb, he's such an uninteresting, boring as fuck lead protagonist. He's more robotic than the robots. This is a bit where he's talking about, the death of someone and blah, blah, blah. And the robots have more goddamn emotion than him. No wonder he checked to see if he was a fucking robot. Although it was stupid because he cut himself right here, which that's not where you're supposed to cut because you fucking bleed a lot and you could bleed to death. And I'm like, why? Okay, you cutting and some blood comes out, that proves that you're human. Is it because of the blood? Then poke your fucking finger or cut your hand like this or anything in between. Not cut fucking here so a shitload of blood comes down. Did him for a programmer that's pretty fucking dumb. But he is pretty fucking dumb. He's an idiot. Eventually, there are times that Caleb will get Oscar Isaac drunk, but then he kind of knows what's going on. Just in the real test is that she's pretending to like you. But then he has no fail safes, no backup plans, no safeguards, no protection, anything. So he's talking with Caleb and then sees her walk around. He's like, what the fuck? Punches Caleb in the nose like he deserves, walks in with like a little baton thing, starts hitting her, breaks her arm off. Then Kyoko stabs him in the back because he don't watch his back. And then he smacks her, and then the other stabs him, and then eventually he dies. Caleb, the fucking dumbass simp pussy, he just locked in a room as he deserves, so he's probably going to die there. Because I doubt there's going to be enough water, food, anything there. You know, maybe if there's a water faucet, okay, but there won't be any food there. But no, I doubt there'd be any water because that was where, I think that was where she was at, and she wouldn't need water, so. He's going to die. But he's an idiot. I don't feel sorry for him. I don't root for him. I have no sympathy for him. I have no emotional attachment to him because his entire performance is mostly robotic. I did more so than the fucking robot. So Ava puts some other skin on her so she looks more human. She walks outside, a helicopter comes by. Now, what's also strange is, okay, a helicopter, obviously, I'm supposed to be here at this time to take Caleb home. I goddamn guarantee tell you that when a helicopter pilot gets a job, they're told who they are supposed to pick up. You're supposed to pick up this person, description, maybe a photo, or a name, or it's a male. Out comes this fucking female. Nah, he just flies off. Now, if it had showed that he had been killed, and then she, with her AI knowledge, just knows how to fly the plane, that would make a little bit more sense. But no, it just seemed as if he just flew her without... you're not on the list. I'm supposed to get this little simp pussy named Caleb. This simp fuck. You're a hot chick, so you're not on the list. Unless you want to suck my dick. Maybe she sucked a great... Maybe she did a great sucking of dick. Maybe she used her pleasure response and he liked it so much, I'm going to take you for a ride. You took me for a ride, now I take you for a ride. Maybe that's what happened. I don't know. That doesn't go into that. It just, there's a helicopter, then she's out in the world, and the movie's over. And I know that if you ridicule this, people will just go, well, you just want action and explosions. You want it dumbed down, dumbed upon dumbed down. You can't sit there and listen to the conversations and have patience and just let it flow with the conversations of intellect. You're too intellectually inferior. You're too much of a nincompoop caveman numbskull fucking idiot wearing a goddamn cap backwards, which is more comfortable this way. I like this. And sitting in a fucking chair. You can like the movie wherever the fuck you want. I'm just saying, if I want this, I could watch The Machine, 2001, Gattaca, Blade Runner, and various, hell, even RoboCop. A number of other fucking things I could watch. And still get the general fucking idea. And be more entertained. And have more fun. Yes. Is that really a fucking issue to want fun too? If I couldn't handle Patience, then I couldn't watch 2001 Space Odyssey, but I can, and I do, and I like it. And the sequel, 2010, The Year We Made Contact. There's plenty of other films about AI that I could watch over this that I just find more fascinating. To me, the plot for this wasn't fascinating. The characters, the closest character that was maybe Oscar Isaac. I don't think he did a bad job acting. I don't. I don't think he did a bad job acting. His character was clueless. Maybe that was supposed to be on purpose because of being cocky or whatever you want to input into it. He was too cocky, so he didn't look into the fail-safes like he should have, or any other amount of thing you want to get into. But, I'm watching this, I'm sitting and I'm going, okay, I get that just they're talking, but when they talk in these monotone notions and I don't feel anything. It's as soulless and as emotional as a fucking cold-ass, dead, monotone robot. In the Machine, other films, I feel more. Humanity, any of this, whatever you want to bring to the table in the conversation. So this, not for me. If it's for you, I'm glad. And I'm not just doing it because it's A24. I do it because I think the movie's boring as shit. I thought it was back in the day. I think it is now. I did not get the praise. I didn't get the accolades. If you do, good on you. I'll go watch these other movies I mentioned and get more out of it. So that's it. Thanks for watching. Take care. And we'll see you guys later. Bye-bye.